help me?
Yeah, sure. Alright, we don't need to pair the phone. So, let me turn off the AC on. So this is the
like a
MMI
M-Drive,
controller, right? And then there's also a touchpad here. So for navigation, what I can do is we're actually using Google Earth here. So if I want, right, I can zoom out. And I can just keep zooming out, right?
Right.
Right, so we can basically, we can go anywhere in the world.
This is a lot smoother than some of the other
Yeah.
systems I use.
And nobody else has Google Earth like this,
Yeah.
where you can just go anywhere and do anything. And so the other thing they just added, we're talking about software, there's a software update to these cars that added Street View. So now as we go in further and further, and we see where we are, in this case, it's showing we're at the convention center. So what I can do is scroll around, and now I can, am I doing it right? Oh no, this is,
It's just a nav.
yeah. Oh yeah, so it's scrolling along the navigation path, that's what it's doing. But what's kind of cool now is that if the road we're on has been mapped by Street View, you see the little Street View guide, right? So as I zoom in now, what it's going to do is actually switch over into Street View mode. And I can use this touchpad right here and actually scroll around and see the panorama. And again, we're loading those tiles, but there's...
It's really high resolution.
Yeah. So the other thing, not only can I see it like this, but let me see if there's a sign or something. So there's a 7-Eleven, right? So I can even zoom in further, right? And I can practically read the gas prices on that sign.
Maybe if you go closer.
Yeah. But anyway, so here we can read the...
yeah, I get the idea.
What's on the bus stop.
And you have a web browser and all that?
So this one doesn't have a web browser because the view is that that's not really what you should be doing in the car necessarily. But there is a whole set of Audi Connect services. So go back to the menu here, and if I select info,
audio and all that.
Right, there's in this case,
it's so useful.
Last time we did a search on gas prices, it showed me where the local gas stations were, and this is again fairly frequently updated data. But also then there's a few other things that we can back up, and I can get
it's miles better than the BMW that I have.
Yeah, no, this is it too. There's again, all the telephone stuff, the interfaces, the radio, it's all really standard and lets you use this pretty easily. But I think the navigation is what really makes
that's what
the car
everybody
kind of stand out. And the other thing that's nice, that it has this voice here. Google search, I need to buy some flowers.
Online destinations.
So again, we're a connected car, so it's going to go to the Google server, and it's natural language capable, right? So you don't need to really learn vocabulary. It's just like, what do you want? And it's going to come back then with a bunch of florists, right? So then I can just pick that one.
Springtime floral has been accepted.
And then the other cool part is that same thing with the with the Street View stuff. Again, so I've never been to this place. I have no idea where I'm going. I just do this, and now I can see what that place is going to look like. Oh, okay, now I know I'm looking for this orange building. Great, let's go drive there. And now, oh, there it is, right? I don't have to sit there and what's the address, or, right? So I mean, that's half the distracted driving, looking around, trying to figure out where you're going.
Unless the data is old or something. The Street View data.
Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect,
but
it's pretty good. I mean, Google's getting better and better about mapping more areas. So it's not flawless, but it's quite good.
So the other car systems are more or less like this?
So the Tesla one is totally different.
Okay.
And so why don't we try to go see if we can muscle in
No,
on
Tesla one looks
that
like the new ones on the